In this film, Sumit Parikshit speaks about the Javed Abidi Fellowship Program at NCP-EDP, introducing us to the visionary legacy of Javed Abidi, a pioneer who united diverse disability groups in India and transformed the landscape of disability rights through the power of collaboration.
So this is Sumit Parikshit, and I look after the fellowship program at NCP-EDP, which is named after Javed Abidi ji. You can't describe Javed Abidi ji in few words or few sentences. That is his legacy. The man was quite unique in his ways and his approach.
क्या मैं हिंदुस्तानी नहीं हूँ? जो अधिकार बाकी सबको हासिल हैं, स्कूल जाने का अधिकार, कॉलेज जाने का अधिकार, पार्क में जाके खेलने का अधिकार, वही अधिकार मेरा है और मैं अपना अधिकार मांग रहा हूँ.
But essentially, if we have to define himself or that person in few words, then I would say that he is one of the stalwarts in the entire movement for disability inclusion, who brought together all the groups related to disability. Because before he coming to India, the groups were fighting for their own sole cases and not as a collective group. तो उनका योगदान यही था कि जो अलग अलग विकलांगता से जुड़े हुए समुदाय थे उनको एक साथ करके लाना और फिर उसके साथ मिलजुल के आगे का जो भी हमारा आज हम कानून देखते हैं देश में, be it the Act of 1996 or the current 2016 Act, it has been possible because of this culmination of the groups. So that is how I would like to define Mr. Abidi. Now, one thing that was quite prominent in his approach was that he always wanted to bring forth the youth, and that is how we see the current leaders in the disability space who might have always in some point of time in their own life, in their own journeys, might have worked with Javed Abidi ji, and he might have mentored him or these people in some or the other manner. So he was quite focused on youth, and we wanted to take that legacy forward. तो जब NCP-EDP के अंदर इसकी बात शुरू हुई कि किस तरीके से हम युवाओं को सामने लाएं कि वो जो मुहिम चल रही है कि हम जगह जगह पे समावेशन करने की बात कर रहे हैं समाज के अंदर, इसमें युवा आगे खड़ा हो, क्योंकि युवा बेहतर समझता है कि उसकी ज़रूरतें क्या हैं. वी ऑल एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम और दी अदर स्टार्ट विथ सेल्फ एडवोकेसी. हम हमेशा जो हमारी ज़रूरत होता है उससे ही शुरू करते हैं और उससे ही समझते हैं कि हिमायत कैसे की जाती है. पर एट टाइम्स वी स्टॉप टू रियलाइज द फाइन डिफरेंस बिटवीन सेल्फ एडवोकेसी एंड सेल्फ बेनिफिट. तो जब हम बात करते हैं कि सपोजिटली आप एयरलाइंस के ट्रैवल पे निकले, आपको परेशानी हुई रास्ते में और आप इस मुद्दे को लेके शायद सोशल मीडिया तक पहुंचाते हैं बात को, या हो सकता है आप उनके एग्जीक्यूटिव से बात करते हैं और एक रेजोल्यूशन पे आते हैं एंड यू फाइंड अ सोल्यूशन एज टू हाउ यू कैन लुक एट दैट प्रॉब्लम ऑफ ट्रैवल pertaining to say air travel, which is quite prominent in the social media space if we talk these days. What you are doing essentially is finding a solution for self. In the process, I get it that the prominence of the solution was so much high that you don't care for documentation and evidence building. आपके लिए उस समय सल्यूशन इतना अहमियत रखता था कि शायद आपने एक ईमेल नहीं ड्रॉप किया उस कंपनी को, आपने एक ईमेल शायद मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल एविएशन को ड्रॉप नहीं किया, तो ये दस्तावेजीकरण जो बीच में होता है ये छूट जाता है. अगर ये दस्तावेजीकरण हो और आपके साथ मान लीजिए समय के साथ परिस्थिति ये बने कि आपको जो सल्यूशन चाहिए था वो ना मिले, तो आपके पास दस्तावेज रहेगा जो कि आप कोर्ट तक ले जा सकते हैं और वो केस अपने आप में आपसे ज़्यादा लोगों तक जो रिजल्ट आएगा उसका बेनिफिट पहुंचाएगा. सो दैट इज़ द फाइन डिफरेंस व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ सेल्फ बेनिफिट वर्सेस सेल्फ एडवोकेसी. पर मोटा मोटी देखें तो तरीका वैसे ही होता है और हम कहीं ना कोई आयाम खोजते हैं इन चीज़ों को काम करने का. And when we look at youth with disabilities, this is something that we realized over the years that a lot of them have self-propelled intent to do good, but that gets limited to themselves because they miss out on evidence based advocacy. So we can have a program that can build their capacities to do evidence based advocacy, and that is how we started this program, where we selected 25 youth with disability from across the country and began the entire program. This program was also unique in the ways that it was a long-term program. So the fellowship was not limited to say 1 year. We were providing a 3-year platform to all these fellows. It was also unique in the sense कि इस फेलोशिप में हम ये नहीं बोल रहे थे कि आप किसी संगठन के साथ काम कीजिए, वो संस्था जो काम करती है उसमें आप योगदान दीजिए. The idea was that you come up with your own idea and we will curate that idea, we will help you work with that particular idea, own it, plan it, strategize it, work on it so that you can look after proper implementation of laws or policies or frameworks in that particular region wherever you want to intervene. That was the whole idea and uniqueness of the entire fellowship program. And we started it in 2021. We have just concluded 21 fellows who completed the entire fellowship, who were able to do a complete study of how the status looks like in their respective regions, in respective fields of intervention, say health, accessibility, education, as they chose for themselves. And based on those reports, they looked after providing recommendations to the policy makers, and even now they are working with the policy makers.
What outcomes have been achieved through the Javed Abidi Fellowship so far?
If we look at the kind of results that we have achieved in these 3 years, it is quite diverse and something that even we had not realized while we started it, because it was also first attempt for all of us. So if we start looking at, say, the concern like accessibility, so there was this fellow who turned blind while pursuing architecture course. So her self-advocacy started while she was in masters, challenging her own professors that I can very well complete architecture, given that space is a realization that is beyond the realm of eyes. So I can very much realize a space, design it, understand the constraints of it and work on it. And with that intent, she started the journey of fellowship, was working in Vishakhapatnam, started her work by collecting as to how Rushikonda beach, which is the most visited recreational space in that particular space, can be transformed into making it accessible for persons with disabilities, given that it's a blue flag certified beach. In the process, not only was she able to push the tourism department and get in collaboration with them to change the scenario that was there, she was also made a part of the district committee on disability. And currently she is also working with the Blue Flag Certification Organization to change their policies as to how they look into universal design. Because for them the concept of universal design was to serve disability, when it is not just about disability. So that focus or that shift in that focus is happening because of her efforts now. Likewise, if we look in the rural spaces, because when we started the fellowship, we kept the criteria in a way that even youth who belong to rural backgrounds join the fellowship, like they only required to complete matriculate. When we asked them if they have experience in documentation, we did not limit it to research-based documentation. The intent was that if you are articulate enough to even document a poem on your own, we can train you to document a report. And that is what happened. So if we look at fellows from rural India, one of them got budget for building disabled-friendly toilets for girls. The other person ensured that they incubated people for the first time in their district into livelihood generation schemes like mushroom-based agriculture. Likewise, there have been several other measures where fellows have actually mapped the job roles in which disabled people can participate in Manrega. So all these things are happening because of the efforts of the fellows, and we feel extremely proud of whatever they have achieved for themselves, and they will continue doing that. So as far as the uniqueness of the program is concerned, the good thing was that we used to pay them up to 35,000 per month, so that they can take care of expenses related to travel or anything that has to be taken care of in terms of caregiving and things like that. We continue to take forward the fellowship program into its second stage, and look forward to bringing on more fellows who are youth with disabilities to continue doing the good work they can do with us. And that is how we continue the legacy of Mr. Javed Abidi ji, to focus on youth and building their capacities.